and the LPGA Tour proudly present the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Portland, Oregon, it's live final round coverage of the standard Portland Classic. The Pacific Northwest, it's been such a hospitable area to the LPGA down through the years since 1972. The LPGA has been coming to this part of the world. It's the longest continuous tournament in the same spot on tour, and for the 37th time being staged here at this spectacular tree-lined Columbia Edgewater Country Club, celebrating its 100th. EY with a 64 yesterday to move in front. Grace Kim, a birdie and a bogey. And who knows what's in store for us today. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest for this Sunday scramble at the standard Portland Classic, as another rookie tries to win on the LPGA Tour and the chasers make their moves. Grant Boone and Morgan Pressel with you, watching Grace Kim. She was 5 back late yesterday, Morgan, this to get within 1.
Gave a pep talk to her putter on the back 9 yesterday, and it's still working today.
How about Gurleen Kaur, the second-year player from Texas? Rough start yesterday, not today.
Said she was a bit nervous. Really her first time in this position in contention, but what a hot start today. This for her 3rd birdie in 3 holes.
That would take Gurleen Kaur to 16 under par. Chisato Iwai, already a winner, this for Eagle at 5.
Well, all eyes are on her sister, her twin sister here in the lead, trying to make some noise herself.
Lynn Grant getting creative here at the 4th.
Bellying her wedge here, nifty little shot to perfection.
She began the day 4 back, but that birdie will help. And then this for par for Akie.
Yeah, a little bit of a different story than Grace, off to a bit of a slow start.
Presented by Io Vera. Grace in trouble at the 4th. This is where her 2nd came to rest, and Morgan, how about this 3rd?
Now this is interesting. She actually didn't switch her grip or flip the club upside down, which typically you would do if you're trying to hit a left-handed shot there, but just trying to get it away from the tree. Then now just desperate to save bogey.
And she would. She's become friends with the great Aussie tennis star Renee Stubbs. I think Renee would have liked that back.
Headed left, aggressive line. Did. Lucky to get away with a bogey after those mistakes. Really good opportunity here on one of the easiest holes on the golf course, playing closer to a par 4 than a par 5 here today, scoring average. Saturday for Aditi Ashok to put herself into a late Sunday tee time. This is at the 6th. All right, so Aditi moves it to 13 under par. Final round in Portland.
Going in the bunker. Just came out a bit thick. Gripping well down the shaft here, Morgan.
Way up on it here, Karen, as you have to, just as far above her feet as that ball is. Looked like a nice aggressive swing and a club twirl. All in.
Core at the 6th, and Amelia Duran is there.
Good afternoon, Grant. It's been a treat to watch Gurleen play so far. 113 yards to this flag has been spectacular with her distance control. This one's right at it.
Big day for Gurleen, playing in the 2nd to last group. Really, her first opportunity in contention. See how her body really reacts. We mentioned she was a little nervous to start yesterday.
Sung Hyun Park, former #1 in the world. She's now down near 600th after not playing at all last year. She is back and playing great this week, and that's a beauty. Final pair at the par 5 5th, and this is the 3rd for the leader, Akie Iwai.
Got a nice flat lie in the bottom of this bunker. Lots of bunker to carry though. Plenty of green to use. Well, that was a lovely thump.
And that will take Akie Iwai yesterday with an eagle. At the 6th, core for birdie.
Thick piece of grass around it. Couldn't really get it too close to the hole from there.
This was just one of the things already the field birdieing that hole potentially. Doesn't make that one too.
This is an amazing story here. Sung Hyun Park is to move to 17 under. She's 8 under on her round.
Pass was an indication of where she feels she is. I mean, she knows Akia is going to make a birdie here, so she's trying to keep up with her and giving that putt a good run at it. But putting a bit more pressure on this one. Has had a couple of 3 putts this week already. Not there though.
Even despite those couple of 3 putts, she is still leading the field in putting.
Strong player, and she looks pretty confident. Her short game has been pretty impressive so far.
She sure is taking her time on this short putt here, Karen. Doesn't look like there's much to it.
No, there's not. I think she's just going through her routine, making sure the process is the same.
You said she's an aggressive player, aggressive off the tee, leads to a birdie.
Got
in the world. And now leading by 2, Akie at the 6th.
And really there's trouble down the left in the form of a bunker. But otherwise this fairway is quite generous.
Thank you.
She teed it green. Karen, it didn't get much better than Akie yesterday. It was fantastic.
Aware of that front bunker. I would think that she's going to play this right of that.
It's going to chase through towards the
R4, but a great position for Akie.
Oh, only 91 yards. I mean, this is a green light all the way. Just have to be a little cautious of the amount of spin, because this green slopes heavily from back to front.
Judged it perfectly yesterday to lead to a birdie.
I was going to say she spun it back yesterday, but this, a little bit of a lucky break there to...
As Richards putt this, but Grace very confident with her chipping, quite rightly so too.
Yeah, this surprises me, Karen. She's on severe downslope as well. But all in all, pretty good play.
Grace Kim in recent weeks. Lynn Grant for a huge eagle at 7.
There have been 9 eagles already today on that hole. That front.
Core has a short putt birdie at 7. So does Akie at 6. This to go up by 3. This is a Core. This for an up and down birdie at the 7th. Morgan came in 140th in the race to the CME Globe, projected to go to 65th.
The clubhouse. Just stay in your bubble.
So here's Grace. This for par. So she was 2 back when the day began. She got to within 1 for 2nd.
Good look at it. Really tough hole location there on the 15th too. We'll see that again later.
To the tee at 7 and Akie.
Well, this one's par 5 that she could take advantage of, but this one's going way left.
Whoa.
Oh, that's way left.
Big trouble over there. Oh, are you kidding?
And just even on the last hole, a left shot. The end on the 5th hole, tee shot left on 5 led to a birdie.
Could be her week. A DT, a shock for birdie. Oh! Aha! So if DT moves it, Akie EY so fortunate to even have a second shot here at the 7th.
No question, Grant. I mean, she got insanely lucky. The rough was pretty thick around the ball, so just having to lay up.
Something we're going to have to watch for as this day. Seen it already a couple times here today.
Now Grace is 2nd.
That was from 183 hybrid to the center of the green.
Okay, so that can see that greatness still there in Sung Hyun Park. Now the 3rd at the par 5 7th for Akie EY.
And from just 81 yards. Should be a really good number for her. I was going to say, if you're thinking of playing the lottery, ask Akie for her numbers. So I think they could be winners.
Let's see. Let's wait till the end of the day, but possibly for sure. I mean, it's gonna end up with another good look at birdie after that tee shot. Wow.
Now, she and Chisato are great golfers, but they love their baseball. They're part of a team that plays a lot in Japan in the offseason. The baseball some days. Look at Ryo Takeda, who is another rookie from Japan. She's the pitcher on the team. There's Akie over at first base. Chisato plays short. And you think about baseball in Japan, it's the #1 sport. Women's golf is so huge there, and they got a chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch, and Chisato waved at that one. A gesture. There's Chisato batting, and Akie. They wear that 75, and when they played at the Dow Championship, they were Chizzy and Aki 75. It's not just the LPGA 75th anniversary, but their birthday is July 5th, 7-5. So they have a chance now to both be winners here in their rookie seasons. We've already had 4 different Japanese players. That's the most already. Should fall. Big putt here for Grace at 7 for Eagle.
It is everything moving to the right on this green.
Think about the par save, the comebacker at 5, and then the up and down at 6, and now the tubes for yet another great escape for Akie Iwai.
It certainly would be, but this is a tricky putt. It is downhill, so you have to watch the speed.
I almost feel like the way that everything has gone, that she was going to make that for birdie. But we talk about her and her sister being big baseball fans. Actually went to the Dodgers game earlier this year when they played in LA. And they saw a home run by Japanese superstar Shohei Ohtani. They were really excited about that. I have to say, I'm surprised that they all play in this baseball league. I mean, I was like allowed to bowl once a year. You can't risk injury when you are playing a sport like this. So I think they maybe take it a little bit softly. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Some soft baseball.
This hole playing 144 today. Dangerous hole location tucked on that right. Grace is drawing away from that hole with an 8-iron.
Safe conservative play there. Great distance control.
Here for the leader. Years old, like her sister Chisato, ranked number 29 in the world. A couple of runner-up finishes, as you saw, and those 5 wins on the JLPGA.
There's a 9-iron out. Again, you have to guard against going right. That penalty area sneaks in very quickly. More aggressive line.
It's her game, isn't it?
About how she loves to play aggressive golf. Her approach play yesterday was light years ahead of LPGA average. Another beauty right there.
So another chance at birdie for Akie Iwai. This for birdie to get to a share of second.
This is one of the flatter greens on the course here. For only 12 putts through the front 9. Has this club red hot today.
Shot 65 yesterday. 3 under on her front today. Grace Kim at the 8th. Akie will have a birdie putt in a moment. Gerline Court, beautiful approach. This for second place alone. Not just did she double bogey the first hole yesterday, she hit a root with her second shot. Said that wrist hurt the rest of the day, but it was a great fight. Now Chisato Iwai. This is at the 10th for birdie.
Gentle break to her left here. Good opportunity on these par 5. She's taking advantage today as well.
So Akie, this for birdie at the 8th.
And this one's back uphill. Didn't see a huge amount of break in this either.
Good confident stroke. I like to see that type of speed, especially when somebody has a multi-shot lead.
Not nursing it, is she?
You can't out here. You can't with these conditions, Karen.
Well, no, and you can, see the leaderboards and you know that everybody's going low. There are birdies to be made out here. And you just don't want to give anybody the opportunity of a door to walk through and catch you and overtake you.
She remains in front by 2. Birdied a couple of holes late on Friday, and that's at the 18th. So Robin Choi turns that into a positive week.
You have to. You really don't want to be going into this hole with a 5-iron or more, so that's why with these players standing here with the driver, that bunker really does play with the players' heads a little bit.
Better looking swing there. No left miss in that one. Be okay. Good angle from there, even though it's sitting in the rough at that left hole location.
It's a warm one here on this Sunday in Portland, and the action just as much. Incredible. Great performance from Kiara. Back we go to the 9th and Akie EY. How about this lie, Karen?
Well, the difficulty is there's a large clump of grass on the heel side of her golf club, so really has to guard against this one going left. It's well done there.
Smart play, keeping it out to the right, playing for the front edge of that green with the flag on the front. Well done from that lie. Something we didn't see yesterday, her practicing. Something we didn't see yesterday, her practicing her golf swing very much. She didn't need to.
No. More perfect in practice. All right, here's Gina, Grace Kim.
And that was from 146. She had an 8-iron, but the lie was
Canada.
Here is Akie EY from off the green for birdie at 9.
And this one's going to be a bit uphill, and I think it has some movement to the left as well.
So it's going to be a front 9 of 34 for Akie EY. Remember when we first came on the air that, what was it, a 15-footer for par at 3?
A putt like this really is needed right now, just to keep her in touch, just to keep her going. I mean, she of all people knows that anything can happen coming down the stretch in those last few holes, and she's managed to finish incredibly strong these last, certainly yesterday at Evian, and just really finishing the deal. So she knows that just hanging around is what you need to do, but that's not going to help the cause, Morgan.
Yeah, this 9th is a tough hole, but you feel like you're giving one away there, being just greenside.
Now she steps up to the tee at the 10th.
This is the par 5 that she absolutely can get to in 2 if she hits the fairway.
Be a bit of an awkward stance here. Got her left foot up high on the lip of the bunker.
10th, got a piece of the hole that looked like with her 3rd, this for 4. And she is just one back. Championship, where Grace Kim got her first career victory. Here's Grace at the 10th.
Oh, it's 230.
Quite the firepower to get there.
Talked to Aaron Landry today, Karen. He said, I'm just trying to stay out of the way. Akie's caddy. He said that was something to watch yesterday.
Well, no question. And you can see it. You know, she's walking very confidently. She knows what she's doing with her game. This is a 5-wood. It's 221 all the way to the hole. It's about 227 to clear all the way to the front of that green where that hole is situated in that hollow.
Yeah, these par 5s have been her absolute bread and butter, Karen.
Yeah, that's a little left though. No doubt.
How about Akie?
Well, actually, she isn't too bad. Sitting up quite nicely on an upslope. Much more green to use, as you were saying, Morgan.
Chase and Amelia Duran now with her for her third at 12.
Well, it's the par 5s that have been such a success for Chisato today. Already 5 under par with that pitch shot.
So you want it to be,
yeah.
You want it to be flat.
And those are huge putts coming up for both of those. Now Lynn Grant, her second at 11. And another thing of beauty from Lynn Grant. She's going to go to 19 under. Well, remember we saw the third from Gerline Court hit the hole, at least it looked like it did, and now they're looking at it. I wonder if it might need some repair.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly looked like from Gerline's shot.
First baseman, okay. Annie Giangrosso, LPGA rules official, coming to repair the hole. Borrows a tee. Grace. Pretty.
It sure is, just outside of 6 feet, breaking slightly left. Very important to still have good speed on this short putt.
I mean,
it's amazing.
Just an unbelievable performance on the par.
Coming into this final round, and now Grace for birdie, 10. Up 1 is to go up 2.
Well, this one's going to be downhill. He has a little movement to the right as well as it goes down that hill.
The way she recoiled on that one, Karen, looked like that was not as confident of a stroke as some of the other ones that we've seen her make.
So Grace has got this for her par.
Well, and this is very much how our round went yesterday too, wasn't it? It was very quiet for the front line, and then all of a sudden on 14 she kind of came alive with a birdie and was off to the races.
She's got to start hitting some fairways. She was able to get away with missing fairways coming down the stretch yesterday, but they're catching her out today.
Hate on you at the 13th. To 5th place alone, so she's not out of it. She'll be the defending champ at the FM Championship in a couple of weeks in Boston. Want to play off there last year against Jin Young Ko. A couple of feet left, maybe 3 for Akie. All right, so you got Chisato, who's now 9 under par. They've won together the Dow Championship, and they've won individual titles as well. And the Cordas, of course, Nelly and Jessica. Could we have our first ever sister playoff? It's the first set of twins to have their LPGA card. Akie and Chisato, fraternal twins. Chisato has the win already. That was in Mexico back in May. And there is Akie on the left, Chisato on the right. The dad, Yuji, who's their coach, is following Chisato. The mom, Emiko, is following Akie. So they've got them all covered out here.
Well, Chisato is in a flow state right now. 9 under par today, making an incredible run to try and chase her sister, Akie. 155 yards to a left hole location. This is a 6-iron. Trying to draw this to the left flag.
Safe play there. Had a little bit of a cut swing, even though she was trying to get it to move towards that flag stick.
And to the 11th, and Akie.
Yeah, just playing for position. The widest part of the fairway, just at the top of the hill, give you a good view of the whole location too.
Just all about position off of this tee.
And now Grace.
And that'll be just fine also. Perfect lie. Absolutely wonderful piece of grass to hit from right here to a flag that looks pretty inviting.
It's a lot like what we saw yesterday. That actually put the brakes on pretty quickly, but a beautiful golf swing.
At 13, Chisato for birdie to tie the lead.
This is a quick putt. Got to play this just outside the right.
'13th.
Got a good look at the speed from Chisato. Takeda did. Should be a little straighter for Takeda's putt.
Rio was the first in the last 2 years alone. So here's Chisato with the comebacker, the 13th.
It seems like just about every week, Grant, there are a number of talented young Japanese players vying for the title.
But this to push the lead to 2 for Akie. Yeah. Well, that ends a string of 4 straight pars. And on a day where you got to go low, a little bit of wiggle room for Akie now.
This is a good birdie opportunity here after missing that putt on the 10th, where we've said she's really dominated the par 5s this week. This was an important confidence-building putt right here. Just kind of been treading water the last few holes.
Grace could really use one to drop here, Karen.
Well, she could, especially seeing Akie go ahead and make that one too. So
maybe gave her another pep talk, like she said she did.
Nice comfort station behind the tee. So Grace is like, okay, I'll go. I mean, I think they were taken a bit by surprise. I thought they were thinking that the group in front was going to hang around in the fairway a little bit longer than they did. This one's heading down the left side. Could do with a kick to the right.
It's interesting, Karen. She's got the opposite miss from what she had yesterday, which was the tee shots to the right. Today, she's missed quite a few left.
Now, Akie Iwai, big birdie there at the 11th to push the lead to 2, and ready at the 12th.
Well, this hole, there's just a hint of breeze off the right, but it's fairly negligible. Temperatures are up today, so the ball's flying a little bit further than it has done the previous 2 days. Straight away, par 5 pretty much.
Job number 1, get it in the fairway here. This was where she did take Triber off the deck yesterday, trying to get close to this hole. Be interesting if she chooses that again today.
At the 14th, Chisato, second shot.
Has to start this at the flag. Can't go right of it because of those trees. 126 yards.
Looked like she was trying to hold something off through the ball there. Beautiful shot, an opportunity to get within 1 of her sister here at the Standard Portland Classic.
Kind of a mind game golf right now. She can be a chaser.
Might play some mind games with her sister, the one she's chasing.
She was probably about 10 yards too far away to really be too aggressive here with the driver off the ground.
That was beautiful rhythm to that iron swing right there, Karen. Just gorgeous tempo, no rush of the transition, which under pressure, that would be a tendency for most players, is to get a bit quick.
Also might not want her to have tempted fate like she did yesterday when she got that fortuitous bounce. So Chisato, this score.
Holes are some of the hardest holes on the course, so kind of anybody's game once you get to that point.
Gina Kim playing on a sponsor's invite, having clinched her LPGA card from the Epson Tour and a chance to play next week at the CPKC Women's Open if she can finish in the top 10. And that moves her into the top 10. Tie for 7.
She was able to chase it up there a little bit. She'll have a clear shot, otherwise tree trouble.
Akie now at 12. At the 13th, Berlin Core. What a week this has been, a week it could be.
So interesting. I mentioned about not making the European swing. Said, I'm trying to see it as maybe a blessing in disguise. It was really an opportunity when you play week. Sometimes it's hard to work on your game, but she had that time.
Grace Kim's third at 12. She's hung in without always her best stuff here this week, and not out of it yet. All right, Brooke Henderson started with a 65, a bogey-free round on Thursday. You see she's tied for 22nd at the moment. Second shot at the 17th.
Dangerously left here off the tee. Has to hit some kind of a hook here to get it in towards this flagstick. The hole located all the way on the left side. And just went with a long iron. Must have had a really tough lie. Didn't get it out of the rough originally. It's one thing, Karen, for it to play freely on Saturday. See your name at the top of the leaderboard. Another one to try and close the deal here on Sunday.
Oh, exactly. Especially as that was a good-looking putt too. Especially as Akie has been so close this year already, hasn't got the job done.
And Chisato really has only had one really good chance to win, and she did it there in Mexico yesterday. Now she's got a putt for birdie at the 12th. And Grace Kim isn't done yet.
And that was a little fall down towards the left in the hole.
Again.
Her body language has been very interesting this week, and her play, but right there, still with a chance.
And she said, I'm going to try to back myself tomorrow. In other words, being a cheerleader for me. And, she's hit a good one in there. And now Akie.
Well, I think when you're playing an opponent there's a couple of birdies back to back, it kind of can change the momentum of the group a little bit and kind of make you wake up and say, okay, I have to do something now.
Zato EY to get within one.
It was such an excellent shot from the right side of the fairway, fading it to this spot. This will break to the right at the hole.
It's downhill, but because of the shadows, it's quite deceptive for that speed. I think you'll get the line right, but getting the speed right could be quite of a challenge. Just babied it down there, not surprising.
Yeah, sometimes not always always easy when you're putting from the shadow into the light. It makes it tough to judge the pace as well. Tough to read.
Could be a huge father-daughter day for Yuji Iwai with his daughters in contention. This is the comebacker for Chisato for par.
It's like a must make, running out of holes.
Oh my.
Just aggressive on that first one. After
And for Grace Kim.
Well, it is. And she's putting uphill.
Wow.
That was confident.
3 perfect strokes in a row. Definitely feel like gave that putter a pep talk. Maybe a few holes earlier today.
Uh-huh.
It's an excellent shot, punching it through the trees.
And Akie makes another in that 3 to 5 foot range. She's done a few times today. Stays in front by 2, but now Grace Kim with her in the final pair has joined that tie for second. So this is now the bogey putt for Chisato Iwai. The par 3 16th disappear into the rough behind the green. She pitched to this point, this to stay at 17 under. 9th ranked player in the world, and she has won in each of her first in that great form after a bit of a stumble this summer. Now Grace, 3 straight birdies.
Impressive stuff. It's a tough driving hole because the way the trees overhang, and this one is well out to the right, and this is going to be trouble.
It's going to be tough to continue that momentum going into similar.
So I think you have to err on taking this down the left half of the fairway.
Yeah, we just saw that from the group ahead. Karen, you're in the left trees and you have a shot. Punch something up there.
And this is doing just that. This is on the left half.
See 29 holes without a bogey. She had a drop shot. Coming off the 3-putt bogey, Chisato at 16.
Well, shaking off that 5-foot miss is going to be the biggest challenge for Chisato on this shot. 180 yards. This is a 5-iron, carving it really nicely to the flag.
Really nicely. Has a birdie putt at the 14th. Get within 1. So the lead remains 2. Chisato Iwai for birdie at 16.
3 back, needs to be aggressive.
She was aggressive on the last hole and it didn't work out too well, but still feel like you got to make it.
Putting the momentum. Lynn Grant is going to drop a shot up ahead, and so now Grace.
I mean, that's quite a remarkable shot. I know it's just run through the fairway, but she had no room to use there. Had to keep it so low under those trees. Oh, she's fantastic. Wide open view of the flag. Even got a decent lie in the rough. I mean, still controlling it might be a little bit of a thing, but I mean, she got incredibly lucky here. Only 98 yards. I can see her being quite aggressive with this one.
Just if anything, favor a little bit left of the flag stick, but she likes to take dead aim.
Yeah.
Landed that in the perfect spot right there on the front edge coming out.
She'll have that for par and may not have lost her turn. Akie is going to have. Brooke Henderson at the 18th. 10 years ago, she came here as a Monday qualifier, played with you in that final tee time, got it done, won the next year, and that for a 72 for Brooke. She'll head back to
keep that rolling.
Yes, she does. Boy, does she look good with this club.
She said, I just felt like I wasn't having the right rhythm and tempo to my stroke through the round yesterday. It was on this hole where she really felt like she found something, putted well down the stretch.
At least hangs in there in a tie for second. Now Chisato EY at 17.
Taking this down the left side of the fairway.
Got a bit of a poor bounce there. Ended up staying in the first cut, but not a good angle.
Now the big putt here to go up by 3 for Akie.
Don't see a huge amount in this putt. Just got to hit a confident stroke. Oh, well done.
Not lacking in confidence, is she?
No need to at this point.
She waits for Lynn Grant to hit her second up ahead.
Really have to land it right on that front edge in order to get anything close here. But it's dangerous to flirt with that front bunker.
Oh, flirting. Lynn Grant and she will have that to go back to 19 under. 4 back with 4 to play, but step 1 perhaps here at the 15th. Less than driver for Akie.
Yeah, absolutely no need to hit a driver here on this hole. The line is on the right edge of that through bunker. And that gives you all the room in the world to use. You started a little bit right at that, but drawing to finish. Okay.
Takes a soft bounce, so it won't quite get far enough down there to have a better angle to that flagstick.
And now Grace, who has hit less than half her fairways today, but birdied this 15th each of the first 3 days. She could use another here.
Yeah, she's not scared of going a little bit more left off this tee shot than a lot of players, just to make sure that she has a clear shot in.
Remember, she was 7 under for her final 6 holes, the last 2 of which were playoff holes there to win the Amundi Evian Championship. Big comeback. Needs another one here. Chisato, second at 17.
From 144 yards, this is an 8-iron right at the flag.
Akie EY.
And she has an 8-iron out. 141 is the yardage, and she does have just enough room to squeeze it past those trees.
Aggressive play there, missing that to the right of the flag. That's just her nature. She said it yesterday after the round. I like to play aggressive golf. I like to aim at the flag. This tree is not giving her any qualms.
And now Grace.
Using an 8-iron. Much nice angle from this left side of the fairway. But this one drawing away from the hole.
Turns her head away again. But we'll have a putt for birdie. Be a little outside Akie. All right, so Chisato EY just a couple of feet away for birdie at the 17th to move it to 19 under. She's a little more cautious than Akie. Most are. Her low round.
Wow. Had a ton of pace on it. I think she's fortunate that hit the hole there. That would have been 5-6 feet by. Very aggressive putt here. I know that she's chasing and feels like she's got to get something going, but you don't want to be sloppy and give shots away. I mean, that had a tremendous...
It's here, Karen.
It is, and it's going to be uphill at the start, slightly downhill as it approaches the hole.
Oh, first real tentative putt we've seen from her. Doesn't leave too many short.
But it is one more hole crossed off with a 3-shot lead. 6 times a winner on the JLPGA. Did not 3 to go.
Don't see a huge amount in this for Grace. I think you still have to focus on the job. I know you're going to be disappointed that the putt lipped out, but
Karen, that was an odd stroke. Just seemed like a wishy stroke there.
Maybe some magic could happen right here for Chisato. 3 back of her sister Akie. 163 yards to the hole. Needs to take a direct line. Got to carry the number 2 given that penalty area short left.
I've seen some brilliant shots here to this flag stick today on 18.
She's trying to draw one in there.
Yeah, good safe play. Putt does have a decent amount of break to it.
How about the... And now with Grant having bogey, this becomes even more important for Core, for par. How about that 2-putt?
Gave that first putt an A. Just don't want to.
but it's not one of those hole locations that's easy to get close to. Tucked on that right side, and if you pitch this too deep into the green, it has a green.
Let's see how the aggressive player plays this tough shot. Aggressively.
As we've seen, though, the whole back of this green slopes away. That took a huge hop, landed very firmly. Half the field hitting the green in regulation. Let's see if Grace can dial in the release.
It's also a 6-arm, but this one going a little left.
Yeah. Should hold the green, but a long way away. Grace will need something like she did in Evian a month ago to win for the leader, Akie Iwai.
And she has quite a good lie. On an upslope, not too much grass around the ball. I think she should be able to get a decent chip in here.
Oh.
Wonderful touch right there. Able to keep her weight on that front foot. Keep the acceleration up through that pitch. Nearly holes it.
Karen, you mentioned that you know you can't go over this green. You can't land it that deep. It's a good reminder. They're seeing Akie and Chisato these courses for the very first time. Take another look at this one.
It's all learning experience, but then when you're in the moment, you've just got to react to what's happening right in front of you. And like I said, she just did a wonderful job keeping her weight forward there. You can tell there from that camera angle how severe that upslope is.
I'm not going to counter out.
No, I mean, we've seen quite remarkable things from Grace over the past few months.
What she's really doing is just proving to herself that even without her best game, she's capable of being right there. I mean, we've seen it. She has been struggling this, and yet it's right there.
All right, here is Chisato Iwai for a 63. It is going to be her low round of her rookie season, a 64. She made her big sister by 1 minute sweat a little bit today.
I mean, incredible.
And this tee shot, Grant's not all that easy. We've seen players get into trouble here in the past. 280 to go through the fairway at the bunker on the left, half of this fairway. Oh, and that's well done under the circumstances. Yep.
Yeah, the 17th and 18th fairways are a couple of the hardest fairways to hit on the golf course. And talk about rising to the occasion here. Those are kind of your two last real daunting shots.
All right, this is last hour of Top Tracer Technology presented by Progressive Insurance. Looks good there. This for birdie, break out of that tie for second. That could be really big in terms of CME points. She could go from, he caught some heavy metal. Back at the 17th, Grace Kim second.
And that's a 9-iron.
Might have had to hold it again.
Maybe it was just too easy of a shot there from the center of the fairway without the hanging line.
From Akie EY, and you have to believe when she got to that first tee this morning, or this afternoon, that she knew what she could do.
Oh, no question about it. When you come into final round and you are hitting the ball well, you've got every part of your game exactly where you want it to be. You can stand on there with confidence knowing that you don't have to hope for something to happen. And I mean, that's all that you needed to do. That was just a smooth 9-iron to the heart of the green.
Choked up on that a little bit there. Smooth swing.
It's worked quite hard to hit this one soft enough.
Easy to leave it short. Almost kicked off the collar there. Bit of an unlucky bounce. I think she hit a better shot than that.
Don't see too much in this, but maybe a little left movement as it goes up the hill.
Go ahead, yeah. Add to it. Going to make that walk a little sweeter. Perhaps just a touch easier. One more tight tee shot to come. Little extra wiggle room for Akie EY. So there is Chisato EY, shot 64 today. That gave her sister a scare, but there's Blair, the Rose City. Now Aditi.
Matching your jacket, Grant.
That, yeah, we were comparing it on the practice tee earlier.
This would be one heck of a save.
Well, it's a 67 nonetheless after a 6 on with that driver a lot this week, even on tight holes, Karen, and her aggressive nature is going to be rewarded.
Well, it will be. This hole is a tight driving hole, though. You have the trees that overhang on the left. You've got a bunker waiting to catch you on the right. Neither of which are very, very appealing, knowing that you have to carry water for your second shot to the green. She's had quite a long time on this tee to wait and think about this tee shot too, but she does have a little cushion. And she's hit a fabulous shot.
Nothing like a little extra time to think about your 3-shot lead standing on the 18th tee. And she absolutely beautiful. Perfection.
Doesn't need a good bounce today like she got yesterday. Kicked off the tree. She took advantage, hit it to just a couple of feet, made birdie for 64. 64 from Chisato today. How about the EY twins all year long? And now Grace Kim, one last tee shot. Didn't quite do that enough this weekend, Morgan.
Now finds it here on 18, but just...
Third shot for Gurleen Kaur, and a lot at stake here in terms of CME points. Third at the par 4.
So that nestle down, tough to judge how it's going to release. She judged that to perfection. What a shot in this moment.
It's the kind of weekend that can change the course of a career. Gurleen Kaur lost her card last year. It took some great play at the end just to skip second stage of Q School. And this tap in is going to secure a second place finish and move her to the cusp for her birdie. That last one, perhaps. Perhaps, yes. 67 for Lynn Grant. And now the stage is clear for the leader, Akie Iwai, from the fairway at the 18th.
She has 132. Got 5 yards of green over the penalty area to use. She has an 8-iron, so again, this is going to be one of those little smooth swings, not unlike the one we saw at the previous hole, Morgan.
Choked up on it a little bit again, Karen.
This looks pretty good.
Why not? Deliver that champagne shower for Chisato, and now she'll return the favor. And Grace Kim. Karen, this is yet another terrific week for the young Aussie, who's now a major champion and a
little something from time to time, including some absolutely phenomenal golf shots when she had to. This club, the putter, I thought was a big asset to her.
Karen, she has led the field pretty much all week in putting.
How about renovated clubhouse and the 100th anniversary here at Columbia Edgewater, hosting this event for the 37th time. Great view up there on the balcony for one last birdie chance for Grace. No late round fireworks for Grace on this day, but when you don't have your best stuff and you finish 5th, maybe a good sign.
Yeah, she, you know, just coming down off that high of winning.
And a putt for birdie at a round of 66. Twinning and winning. The Iwai sisters with dazzling debuts. And now Akie Iwai joins Chisato as an LPGA winner. She takes the standard Portland Classic in style.
Amazing. So proud of you.
Come on, kiddo.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Akie Iwai. So my English is still really bad, but I'll try my best. First of all, so thank you for the standard and tournament golf foundation and golf course and Columbia Edgewater Country Club, and then thank you for the all sport volunteer. Yeah, volunteer. So I'm grateful to my team and golf sponsors and golf fans. Yeah, I'm satisfied with sharing this victory with the team. Yeah. Thank you Portland. See you next year. Congratulations. One more.
there. She knows how that feels. Well, congrats to Kiara Romero, the amateur, number 1 ranked amateur in the world. She has earned a spot next week at the CPKC Women's Open, where Lauren Coughlin will be the defending champ. And that's how the final leaderboard.